people feeling, because of their tradition where they were brought up in Christianity, for example, and now they've been learning Hindu mantras and chanting, say, Shiva Puja. And then the desire has come up from in their heart to worship Jesus or honor Mary. And there is some feeling that maybe this is a conflict, and folks would like to feel and get a clear understanding and feel in their hearts whether there is really a conflict or whether there isn't.
If Shiva's Ishwara is Ram, and Ram's Ishwara is Shiva, and you read the 1,000 names of Kali and you see the name of Lakshmi, and you read the 1,000 names of Lakshmi and you see the name of Saraswati, then ultimately we come to the understanding that there is Ekam Shad Vipra Bhuta Bhavanti. There is one supreme divinity expressed in many forms. And once we have that understanding, then we are worshiping one God no matter how we worship. We have that verse in the Bhagavad Gita. Anything that anyone offers to any form of divinity that is coming to me, and the blessing comes from me. And Krishna will bless, and Jesus will bless any offering of respect to any form of divinity. There is no distinction. On Christmas Eve, we perform, not only do we perform a Latin Mass, but we perform a Sanskrit puja to Jesus. We're just worshiping God. We're not trying to form a religion. We're not trying to enroll anybody to change the title of your faith. We're trying to inspire reborn faith, renewed faith, with renewed vigor and an intensity of belief that makes us live according to our faith. So no, there is no conflict. If there is a conflict, you haven't understood the message. We worship the Creator, the Preserver, and the Transformer. We worship G, the Generator, O, the Organizer, and D, the Destroyer, the God. We worship God in every form. That's where we're trying to go. It's not about an ism. It's not about what you call yourself. It's not about what language we pray in. It's about that we pray and that we live according to our faith. So I appreciate you bringing up the confusion, but let's get rid of the confusion. It's not about the confusion. These are methods that people have used, and please, no one is more eclectic than the Devi Mandir family. We have deity, we have shrines for Krishna, for Ram, for Shiva, for Vishnu, for the Divine Mother, for so many forms of divinity in so many different religions. There is an altar to Buddha, and there is an altar to Jesus, and there is an altar to Mary, and we have said we just want to love God. Because in Tantra Sara, there's a beautiful definition for Hindu. It says, Hingsayam duyateyascha, who abhors violence in every form. Sada acharana tatvara, who strives for harmony and truth in every behavior. Ved go pratimasevi, who loves wisdom, who respects all teachers of wisdom, and who practices some form of meditation. Sa Hindu mukha shabdavak, such a one may be said to be a Hindu. This is an ism that I can subscribe to abhor violence in every form, especially within myself. All the conflict is violence. All the confusion is the collision of many different ideals. Now I've got one ideal of perfection, and that's my dharma, and that is to worship God in every circumstance of life. Himsa is bharjit. It's prohibited. All forms of violence. And I'm striving for truth and harmony in every action. All of my activities are designed to create a greater harmony, a greater union. I'm trying to come into union through everything I do. And I love wisdom. I respect the teachers and the expositors, the examples of wisdom in every tradition. And I practice my own form of one-pointed absorption in meditation, which I call Siddhantachala, puja, worship, Pat, recitation of scriptures, Homa, the sacred fire ceremony, Sangeet, singing for God, Nrit, dancing for God with a divine purpose, Pravachan, describing what I'm doing and telling why I'm doing it, and Arpanam, offering to others the best I can. Trying to give my best and take what I need and give the most, and that's called spiritual. Spiritual means giving more than we take. So that's my answer to your question. It's not about religion, it's about spirituality. We're trying to become spiritual beings who live our faith, not religious beings who join an ism and build a wall around ourselves to protect us from other isms. Our spirituality takes down all the walls and opens us up and allows us to unite with all. And I believe that is the goal of spirituality, to remove all the barriers. That's union.